As part of a recent upgrade, we made reporting on forms a lot easier and also added a lot of functionality. So one of the things that you can do now is you can report on which forms have been completed and which ones have not. So I've created a very simple dashboard here that shows by machine, by form, which forms have been completed and which ones haven't. So I can see on Charlie, I have two different forms. One has been completed, the quality checks have been completed. I have 5 pending quantity forms. On the oven, 2 have been completed, and I have 46 pending today. I can do the same thing on pie charts and other things like that. So I can see that only 5%, 5.5% of the forms that should have been completed have been completed today. The other thing that you can do is look at how long is it taking for this to be done. So for example, in a quality check where maybe you want to send an alert to a quality person to come over, check a first article, fill out a form. In this case, it was very fast. It took 17 seconds, but maybe in this case, it was a little bit longer. It took 11 minutes. So it can give you an understanding of how long these things are taking. The other thing that's nice about this is when you drill down into the data, so if I hit view details, it lists out all the forms that are pending in that particular table. So I can have somebody go through and enter this data if it was written down somewhere or they forgot, right? So, I can go through and have somebody edit and backfill this information if needed. The other thing we did was we really improved the way you use forms to report on them through the field pickers. So for example, if I wanted to add another field, I now can do that through the list of forms. So if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, I'll see the form folder. Underneath the form folder are all the forms that are in the system, and then all the fields that are available on those forms. Okay, and then we also have the standard fields that are on every single form. So who completed it, when did they complete it, when was it created, what was the name of the form, all of that data. So it makes it much easier to report on, and you're not having to go find custom fields throughout the system. So again, it makes it very easy to report on the data on the particular forms. It makes it really easy to understand how long it's taking for these forms to be completed. And also remember that you can send alerts to people on their phones or via email that a form does need to be completed, or you can send an alert if it hasn't been completed for a certain amount of time.